Hello everyone, so this will be a video how to make a SEGER ring that is holding the piston inside the Shimano lever. So those are quite small holes, and I made a SEGER ring tool for this out of a 3mm nail. This is 7 centimeters long, and this is quite good size. Obviously you chop the head off using a hacksaw or a grinder, and then you basically, if you have a bench grinder, that's gonna be perfect. So you go like to the edge, to the square edge of the grinder. Obviously you don't need the sharp bit, so you grind that off first and then go to the edge of the grinder and make and just spin it around to get narrower bits, and do this on both sides. And then when you bend it, I bent it in two places. So firstly I bent it here and then over there, and I didn't grind this narrower before bending. If you try that, you might snap the nail, so you have to bend it as a whole first, and then I ground off some material to make it more flexible. And it's not like springy, it's getting squashed, and then I have to separate it because it's getting like permanently squashed, but it's working. As you can see, I can even flex it with my fingers, so that's good. I also heat treated the end bits because I had the option to do it. And another thing is, on one side you have to grind a bit of the nail off, because you will get close to the, unfortunately I can't switch on the light as I film, so you will get close to the wall of the lever. So that's why you have to make one side flat and leave the material on the other side just to make it stronger. But one side has to be flat, and I even made it kind of, there's no chance I can show you this, but you grind it flat first and then grind those sides a bit on an angle as well, those external sides, just to make it kind of round when you touch the wall, when you touch the round wall of the body, then it won't collide with the body. And also, if you don't have a bench grinder, then you can ask someone to hold a normal grinder down for you, and then go like that. So just go gently against the disc or like that, but you have to be really careful, and obviously get something to rest your hand on, and make sure you don't have this just lying on there. Just ask someone to hold it for you, or immobilize the grinder with a clamp or something, but it's gonna help you to have something to rest the tool to become onto. So you might use like piece of wood, or like obviously bigger piece, but something that will just help you to immobilize the nail. And obviously caution, just do it on your own, at your own risk, obviously, but it is possible, and it's not very difficult. And this really helps with removing those SEGER rings. So yeah, good luck, and don't cut your hands off. Yeah, I forgot to tell you about bending. So when you bend the nail for the tool first time, just do it 90 degrees and then move it up a bit, and then make a second bend. And that's quite crucial, because at the end of bending, you need those tips obviously to be at the same length, and that's quite tricky. and it's also quite crucial that you do it this way. The thing is, once you bend it into U shape, it's gonna be quite hard to make those narrow bits. I mean, it is possible. If you think about it, you could do it so the narrow bits are on the narrowest side of the nail. So you would grind off just like that against the stone. So you would grind like both narrow bits like that and like that, right? So and the other side as well. So it's possible to bend it first, and it would be probably easier because then you would cut it straight, so you have them at the same length. But if you want to do it without bending first, then you will have to have a vise, and you will have to have some thick sheet of steel, because obviously you have to bend it against something that is narrow and not like a vise. So that's how I did it. And when you start closing it against each other, then you have to be creative, and the final bit will be obviously outside of the vise. And after you see how long the bits are, you will have to smash either the first bend or the second bend with a hammer just to lower it or make it even. So it's not such a difficult job as you may think. I did it in like maybe half an hour. So it's not a terrible job, but it can be tricky and you have to be creative, but it's doable. So yeah, good luck.